Imagine entering a space where tranquility reigns supreme, a serene sanctuary, where the chaos and noise of the outside world fade into a distant whisper. This is where our journey into the power of ignorance begins. Not as emptiness, but as a calm canvas ready to be painted with the vibrant colors of our inner life. In this quiet realm, we walk a path guided by the wisdom of Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that teaches the art of living through inner peace and resilience. The Stoics, with their profound understanding of the human condition, recognized the importance of focusing on what lies within our control while releasing what does not. This practice of selective attention, deliberately ignoring external matters beyond our influence, is a cornerstone of Stoic thought. Stoicism calls us to anchor ourselves in the present, to embrace calm in the midst of turmoil, and to discover strength within. As we explore ignorance as an intentional discipline, we remember the Stoic practice of prioritizing internal response over external circumstance. In that space of reflection, we discover ignorance not as avoidance, but as deliberate conservation of energy for what truly matters. Let us enter this realm of Stoic clarity and composure. Number 1. Strengthened autonomy. At the heart of Stoicism lies the pursuit of autonomy, a deep inner freedom that arises from understanding what is within our control and releasing what is not. Stoicism teaches that our true possessions are limited, our actions, our responses, and our values. Strengthened autonomy emerges not merely from ignoring external noise, but from recognizing that such noise never belonged to our sphere of control. External opinions, societal expectations, unsolicited advice, these lie beyond our authority. To expend mental energy on them is to surrender autonomy. By cultivating a Stoic mindset, we learn to ignore distractions that do not align with our values. This is not isolation, it is discernment. It is the practice of evaluating which influences deserve entry into our minds and which do not. Stoicism anchors us in self-governance, attention to our reactions, emotions, and decisions. In a world that pulls relentlessly in countless directions, choosing to focus on what truly matters becomes an act of independence. Ignoring, in this context, is not passive withdrawal. It is a proactive filtering of noise. It is the decision, moment by moment, to determine what may influence us. This selective commitment is not arrogance or superiority. It is self-respect. It is clarity. It is autonomy exercised consciously. It is about self-preservation and self-respect. It is the practical application of the Stoic belief that peace of mind and alignment with one's principles are paramount. Through selective ignorance, we protect ourselves from unnecessary negativity and create a space in which autonomy can truly flourish. Number 2. Inner peace. The path to inner peace begins with recognizing the chaos that external forces introduce into our lives. This chaos can come from opinions, societal expectations, and the constant flood of information competing for our attention. Stoicism offers refuge not through indifference, but through discernment. By choosing to focus only on what lies within our control, our thoughts, actions, and reactions, we create a buffer between ourselves and external turbulence. This is not denial of life's complexity. It is a strategic conservation of energy. The Stoic practice of ignoring is active, not passive. It is an intentional turning inward to cultivate calm. Inner peace is not achieved by retreating from the world, but by changing how we engage with it. Most of what disturbs us does not deserve our tranquility. Stoicism teaches us to recognize disturbances without allowing them entry into our inner sanctuary. Imagine navigating a ship through stormy waters. The sea roars with waves of criticism, expectation, and opinion. Yet, by steering with the compass of Stoic virtue, focusing only on what is within your command, you remain steady. Ignoring becomes both shield and guide, leading toward internal waters. Inner peace is not a distant destination. It is an accessible space within. By practicing selective attention, we reside there more often. Number 3, inner strength and resilience. From Seneca to Marcus Aurelius, Stoic thinkers emphasized facing adversity with steadiness. Resilience does not arise from avoiding hardship. It arises from meeting it with courage and knowing what to ignore. In Stoic thought, inner strength resembles a fortified city. Just as walls defend against invasion, psychological boundaries protect our peace. These walls are built not of stone, but of wisdom, virtue, and discernment. Mental training prepares us for inevitable trials. By learning to ignore unnecessary criticism, trivial distractions, and unhelpful noise, we preserve energy for meaningful effort. This is not denial of reality. It is strategic focus. Stoicism does not advocate blindness to injustice or difficulty. It teaches discernment, separating what can be changed from what cannot. This distinction is essential for resilience. Some adversities resemble weather. Worry cannot alter them, yet response remains ours. Through Stoic discipline, we choose growth over despair. Resilience is dynamic. It evolves with each challenge faced and each response chosen. Selective ignorance is not escape, it is selective engagement. By concentrating on what strengthens rather than depletes us, we cultivate enduring inner strength. Number 4, focus, productivity, and creativity. Stoicism values disciplined attention. Focus is not merely the absence of distraction. It is the deliberate direction of mental energy toward what matters. The modern world is filled with noise, constant notifications, endless media, and competing demands. Stoic practice calls for conscious selection. Choose what deserves attention and release the rest. Focusing on what lies within our control is not only a path to peace, it is a strategy for productivity. When attention is fragmented, output weakens. When attention is concentrated, creativity flourishes. The Stoics understood that creativity thrives in stillness. Solitude and contemplation spaces created by ignoring the non-essential allow deeper thinking and innovation. Productivity, from a Stoic perspective, is not measured by quantity alone. It is measured by intention and alignment with purpose. It means choosing meaningful action over mere urgency. Selective focus becomes a discipline. By filtering distractions, we commit our attention to tasks aligned with values and long-term vision. In doing so, we cultivate both creativity and purposeful productivity. The relationship between focus, productivity, and creativity is captured in the Stoic concept of precision or attentive awareness. This discipline encourages full presence in our efforts. It invites us to bring care, precision, and intention to our work. Through this focused awareness, even ordinary tasks take on depth. Routine actions become expressions of our character. Number 5, deeper relationships. Stoicism, with its emphasis on virtue, wisdom, and self-control, offers a refined approach to relationships. It values depth over breadth, substance over superficiality. Meaningful relationships are not accidental. They are intentional. The Stoics believed that genuine friendship arises from shared virtue and mutual striving toward moral excellence. Achieving such depth requires selectiveness. We must consciously ignore trivial interactions and fleeting distractions that fragment attention. In today's context, This may mean setting aside digital devices for uninterrupted conversation. It may mean choosing fewer but more meaningful interactions rather than endless, shallow exchanges. Applying pause-off-focused attention to relationships transforms them. When we are fully present with others, ignoring external noise, connection deepens, empathy grows, understanding strengthens. Quality takes precedence over quantity. Time and energy are invested where they truly matter. Stoicism also teaches that self-awareness and self-improvement are foundational to strong relationships. By cultivating patience, integrity, and understanding within ourselves, we become better partners, friends, and family members. This inner work requires ignoring ego-driven pursuits and social pressures that distract from genuine growth. Through disciplined focus and introspection, we strengthen the qualities necessary for enduring connection. By adopting the Stoic approach to relationships, we discover that ignoring the superficial reveals the profound. In a world overflowing with surface-level connections, the relationships that endure are those rooted in shared values and respect. These bonds become sources of strength, joy, and mutual fulfillment. They enrich not only our personal journey, but also the communities we help create. In embracing Stoic focus and the art of selective attention, we cultivate lives defined by clarity, inner peace, and meaningful connection. Remember, in the pursuit of a life well lived, it is not noise that defines us, but the depth of our focus and the quality of our relationships.